Hi, I'm Jennifer Walker, and this is my Week 1 summary for Organizational Theory and Behavior. This week had to do with the psychology of leaders and knowing yourself before you try to lead others. So, one of the first things we did was a personality assessment. We did the Myers-Briggs type indicator as well as the Clifton Strengths. The Myers-Briggs type indicator is pretty much like a personality test. So when you take it, it'll give you 4 letters, and they're supposed to describe whether you're, more introverted or extroverted, whether you tend to be more logical or more emotional, etc. So it'll give you these 4 letters. They're going to be one of the 16 personality types, and I would say it's pretty accurate. When I took the test, my result was INTJ. Here it's called the Mastermind. I think the test itself called it the Architect. I've seen it called the Creator. They're all basically the same thing, and I would say pretty accurate to my personality. We also did the Clifton Strengths, which helps you to figure out what your strengths are so you can focus on them to help you be a successful leader or just successful at whatever you're trying to do. So I wanted to mention that when I took these tests, I did so based on my natural inclinations, what I would naturally do or think or feel. And I do feel that they are accurate to my personality in that respect. However, because of socialization and things like masking, societal norms, what I would naturally do isn't always what I do, what I actually wind up doing. So, my point in bringing that up is that even if you have a certain personality type, you are still able to develop areas where you may be weaker, and strengthen those. So the rest of the material that we went over this week was about leadership. What is a leader? What makes a good leader? And knowing yourself, right? Knowing yourself well enough to know your strengths and potential weaknesses and how you can deal with those things. So being self-aware, taking the time to reflect on yourself and your behaviors and your motivations, your strengths, your weaknesses. So, lastly, there was a lot of talk about leadership and what it is and what it isn't. And we talked about how, management and leadership aren't the same thing. You do need both to be a good leader, but, a manager is focused on different things than a leader. A manager might be focused on the task and getting the task done and, the output right now today, whereas a leader is focused on their employees and kind of has a vision for a bigger picture vision for the future and gives more control and power to the person who is actually executing the task. And rather than, kind of cajoling them or threatening them or hovering over them in order to get them to do the job, they encourage them and influence them through other means.